Today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to change your wheel bearing on your car or truck. It's pretty straightforward, and it's almost the same on about any vehicle. Some vehicles got 3 bolts, some vehicles got 4 bolts on the wheel bearing. You know, most trucks I've seen sometimes have 3, but all in all, it's pretty straightforward. Now this is for the kind of the bearing in its own hub assembly type of video. If you got one that uses a spindle shaft with the wheel bearing going inside the rotary, that's a whole different subject. I do got a video on that too. I'll try to link it in the description below if you got that style. So the first thing you want to do is jack the car up. If you don't have a air gun when you attempt this, you will need to loosen your lug nuts on the ground. Do not take them all the way off, just loosen them, and then jack the car up, and then take the lug nuts all the way off. But since we will be using the air gun today, we're just going to go ahead, find a good place to jack this SUV up, and then I'll show you the next step. When you get your vehicle jacked up, you always want to put jack stands under it for extra safety, and then you want to gently push on it, make sure it don't move. If it moves, it is not safe. You want to be safe because this is dangerous. If this falls, it can damage the vehicle and it can damage you. Once you get your lug nuts off, you can go ahead and remove your wheel. Sometimes you have to tap it a little with your foot to get it broke loose, but it's simple and it should come off quite easy, hopefully for you, without having to tap it too much. Now I do got a damaged ABS wire right here. My ABS light stays on. So now you can check your brake shoes. Other brake shoes is great shape. We're just gonna go ahead and take them off. They just slide out. I'm gonna have both hands to do that. Pro tip: take and hang your brake cover up here. Take a zip tie, tie it to the spring, that way it don't fall off and damage this. Don't know why they black tape on this. I'll probably check it out. Never know what previous mechanics have done. I'm going to go ahead and take my brake pads off, and then you want to loosen your bracket bolt, which is here, and that will remove this so you can pull your rotary straight off. Sometimes you will have to cut the wheel to get to some of these bolts better. That's another reason jack stands and a studded jack. Once you get that bracket off, this will come straight off just like so. When I installed that, I used anti-seize, and as you can see, it came off so easy. You can leave your dust shield on it, shouldn't need to come off. Now some of these got a sensor that does need to be removed. This actually got a tone ring on it, and we will be able to remove this without taking the sensor off. So while we're loosening the 4 bolts that hold this on, 3 depending on what you're using, I'm going to spray some penetrating oil all the way around this and let it be soaking in, because this will give you your most trouble right here. And then you can take your cotter key out of here and get a socket to fit this, take your impact and spin it off. Once you get it stopped moving, go ahead and screw your nut up a couple threads and tap this castle nut, and it help break your axle loose. Now this is your sensor back in the back here. We didn't damage it, it's good, but my cable is broke to my sensor. I might end up replacing that if I don't take it completely out and repair it. We did tear the boot a little. You got to be careful about this. The boot might have been tore. I ain't sure, but you know, might end up replacing just the boot or this whole CV axle. I don't know yet. So you want to compare both bearings, make sure they're pretty close identical. This is the one come off the Endeavor. This is the one here. I actually went ahead and changed my CV axle while I was at it. This is a Detroit axle, and I always had good luck out of Detroit axle parts. That's how come I always keep coming back to them for wheel bearings. but you can tell the dust shield and the quality of the bearing. Looks like a better bearing than this one, but this one's been on here 160,000 miles, I would say. Never been changed to my knowledge. So I went ahead and anti-seized my new bearing and my new axle shaft, and I anti-seized a little right here, but it's on the bearing, so we should be good. You can take a wire brush, clean that up and pretty good too, get some of that old rust off, but we should be good. Pro tip: when installing your new wheel bearings, start your bolts before you get it all the way knocked into place. It's easier to start and you can make sure it's lined up. Then torque them down to proper specs. I just tightened mine down as tight as I could get them. Pretty well, you know, probably about, I don't know, I probably tied at least 65 foot-pounds or something if I had to guess. I didn't have a torque wrench to use on them at the moment. But they are tight and they snug down. So we went ahead and put a new cotter key in it. If it don't line up at 175, you can actually back it off a little or tighten it up a little to get that cotter key to go in. As a manufacturing date on a bearing, and I know it looks pretty good. I actually got these from Detroit Axle. That's the same place the wheel bearings came from. They got grease fittings on them. You want to make sure you can put them in the direction the grease fittings are easy to get to, and that's what we did. I like greasable ball joints and stuff. All in all, it's looking pretty good. Throw this rotary on it, we should be good to go. The strut is a KYB. It's just a strut. It was not fully loaded. It was not a quick strut. We went ahead and we used old mounts and a dust cover and stuff for this KYB shock. Now you can go ahead and insert your rotary and put all your brackets back on, which I will be doing in the next step, and then we go from there. I went ahead and put my rotary on in my bracket. It's pretty straightforward. It goes together the same way it came apart, but I ain't going to finish assembling this because I'm waiting on a new ABS sensor wire and a brake line I got to put on because I don't trust this. Somebody black taped it, and if you can see, it's holding together, but it looks dangerous. Yeah, so I'm going to replace that. So if you found this video helpful, be sure to drop a like and leave a comment. Appreciate it if you do. You know I enjoy hearing from everybody. And show your support for my channel if you haven't already by smashing that subscribe button, and keep bringing you videos every day if I can. I try to upload daily content, always something new. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.